I've tried many times to create good decorated levels in Geometry Dash. And while I am very proud of some of the attempts I've had at decoration, I've never actually tried the modern style. Well, I did try, but that was like 3 years ago, so it doesn't really count. So I figured today is the day where I give modern creating a good go once again, to see if I can actually create at least part of a level that may be considered feature worthy. And if not, well, then just mess around with it, you know? No harm in just having some fun with it, right? So let's see if I can make a decent modern level, or if it'll just flop completely. Howdy, howdy, howdy. That popped into my head about 1 minute before I started recording, and screw it, I'm using that intro. Welcome back. Today I want to try and build in a bit of a different style I've never tried, but always kind of wanted to try. And that is modern. So I've started decorating in a couple other styles more recently, just giving stuff a go. This is one I tried on stream. Yeah, this looks even worse than I remember, but it's okay, it's alright. My main inspiration is Accu here. Accu is amazing. I beat this a little while ago. If you haven't seen that video, would recommend it. Pretty proud of it. But if we head into the level here, you can see this first part. I really like this first part. And this is going to be kind of the main inspiration for, I guess, the whole part of the level that I'm going to decorate, right? And the main thing I'm noticing is the shapes, the colors, and the layering. And also the movements. The slight movements add heaps to it, I think. And yeah, they're like the main parts of it. There's like a little bit of glow, but really not that much. And then it goes into that part. So yeah, I think that first part is going to be the main inspiration for me personally. There is a level I tried to do modern in. Yeah, this one, here it is. I made this a very long time ago, back in, if I were to guess, probably 2018 or 2019, something like that. Which honestly, this probably would have been kind of passable back then if it had a custom background. I had like a little gimmick with the ground spikes there where they kind of like move around the place. Honestly, not a big fan. I think it's a little bit weird. Oh yeah, and there's also that, which I thought was super duper cool. And there's one more level I want to check out really quickly, and that is a bait. The gameplay was like really unique for the time. It's a little bit inconsistent, and honestly I don't like it that much nowadays, but I think it's a really cool level. You can see this level pulls off the modern style very well, especially for the time. This was released a long time ago. That's kind of another inspiration a little bit, but I think I'm going to be mainly inspired by the first part of Accu. Okay, so I think the first step here is we need a song. Yeah, I think At the Speed of Light is pretty fitting. No. This song's awesome. This is a cool song. This is a classic. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to use this song. I don't know whether you recognize that song, but I certainly do. And I'm thinking maybe Mini UFO even? Actually, no, maybe Mini Spider could be interesting, yeah. And so I need to create some form of a layout with this now. So let me go ahead and turn the music down a bunch. Okay, so let me create some form of a layout here then. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a spider portal right below here. And then I want to checkbox that, and essentially that'll give me the boundaries for the top and the bottom, which is good. So I'm thinking straight away I'm probably going to do something like this with a pillar here, and then maybe I'll do a block there, and then you go and fall there like that. And then I can go ahead and put another thing like this, and I'm gonna try and follow the lead of Accu and try and do some unique structuring here. I could even put a slope there, as you can see. Ooh, that's a little bit weird how that lands actually. Let's see if this works a little bit better. No, it really doesn't. Yeah, okay, so the best way to do it with slopes with the spider is to have upward slopes. So I could probably do that, right? And then maybe I'll put a black jump orb there, and then go into a reverse portal, because that's like my favorite bit of gameplay to do. And then I think I'm going to do a blue jump orb there going into a platform. So you hold that, and then you kind of go up like that. Oh, so you actually don't, So if you hold out of that blue jump orb, you don't automatically switch. That is very interesting. I kind of wish you did, because that's kind of the gameplay I want to go for, right? And I think I'm going to go for that, and I'm going to start to try and do some structuring with this. I'll do a slope there, and then a slope maybe there as well, and that kind of creates a cool little gap in there, which I kind of like. So I've went ahead and gone for this dash orb here. I'm going to add an extra block there, just so it looks like it's a little bit easier to land in there, right? And I'm going to go ahead and add an extra structure in here. Honestly, I could probably remove that and replace that with a half slab here. Okay, so then this is the next bit of structuring I'm doing here. I might remove this and replace this with a half slab as well, just to, you know, use those a little bit more in this. And I can go ahead and try and make the structuring a little bit more unique there. There's a bit of a step there, but that's alright. And I can even add some spikes on the bottom sides of these, like that. And I think that would help to just like make it look a little bit better, I don't know. And I think that works pretty well. So you can kind of feel the click pattern. That's kind of what I'm going for here. And then maybe I could do something like this, where I have a slope there. So you got to hit that green orb, and then that'll land you on a platform about here. That's a really weird structure, but I feel like it could potentially work. I'm going to put another floating spike structure along here. So I'll do something like this, kind of add a block there, chuck this on the underside like that. I don't know, there's no rules here. I'm just kind of making it up as I go, doing whatever I want, you know? And then I might put a blue jump orb there. So you kind of 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. And then I'll probably do the thing where you like, I don't know how to explain it, but you might get what I mean. And then I'll put another bit there with another yellow pad here. And then it'll kind of repeat that same type of thing, right? That's way too delayed, no. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think that kind of works. And then I can even go ahead and like shift this up, shift these ones all the way down here, and because it's spider, it's like there's no rules with it, right? And then I think on this one here, I'll put a big portal right there. And now for these, what I can go ahead and do is, I could go that and then maybe do like that type of a thing, just trying to like add interesting structuring here, I guess. Here, I think you could probably skip that and then just go straight there. Let's give that a go. No, you do die there, but there might be a chance where you could do that, which I don't really like. So I might go ahead and put a spike here, but make that invisible. And so therefore that should be fine. And then I just need to add the alpha trigger for group 1, of course. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about with the structuring is in this section and in this section here. There we go. So over here, I could do some spinning structures actually. Yeah, that could be interesting. And then I'm going to copy paste them, rotate them 45, and that creates a general outline for the rotating objects that I'm going to have. So I can have 2 of those. I'll put another one over right here. Yeah, I feel like that works. Maybe half spaced over that way. Yeah, there we go. Nice, okay. So it's only a very, very short part, 6 seconds long, in fact, but I think this is probably a decent length, just to give modern creating a try, you know, the modern style, trying to create in that style, you know? Okay, so first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the background to the gradient background, and I'm also going to set the ground to maybe the hexagon background? Or, no, I might do the triangle ground, actually. Okay, yeah, I feel that works. And now we need to work on colors. So what 2 colors am I going to go with? I'm really tempted to go blue and orange, because that's like my favorite combo ever. But that being said, I think Accu, that's what Accu does, right? Accu does blue and yellow, which is, you know, the proper contrasting colors. They do like every color scheme though, it looks like. I could go that kind of a color. That's kind of a nice color, to be honest. I kind of like that. I'll go with a darker, less saturated one for the background, and then I can do a custom background there as well. What's the opposite of that on the color wheel? Ooh, like a red, pinky type thing. I could do pink in this. That could work. Okay, so I'm going to set the background to that. And then what I'm going to do is, I guess, start working on designing the structures here. So what I'm thinking for these is, obviously, I'm going to use a lot of these objects here. And I'm going to set these to top 2. Yeah, because if I want to have something overlaying, I can. But I'm going to set these to top 2 for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the background color. And for color 1, I'm just going to paste that there. So I'm going to do that with slightly lighter and do that, but like way lighter. So that's like those 3 colors there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste that, but I'm going to go to the opposite side of the color wheel to about here to this more pinky type color, right? I'm going to copy that and then do essentially the same thing. So paste that, make it a bit lighter, like that type of a thing. And that's kind of our 6 color palette for the time being, right? I think that could work. Well, I could try and do, just have the main objects be the green and then have the pink as the accent colors. Yeah, I'm going to try that. So the first thing I'm going to do is copy paste these around and then just create like, you know, this object, right? And I think the next step I want to do with this is start to create some of the accent colors with it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to select this and then add it to group 1 so it's invisible. So we still have those solid blocks there, but it's invisible. So let's go to this layer here and let's try to start to add in some of these details. Now what I'm thinking is maybe, I don't know whether this is going to work. I'm going to copy the values of that again. And what I want to do is use, where are they? These pixel blocks here. So I'm going to put in a bunch of these and paste the colors there. So you can see that looks really kind of weird at the moment, but I have a plan. Well, I have to do mini steps now. So I'll do like maybe that. And then if I go to the next layer, I'll shift these in by 1. So you can see they kind of layer in. Oh, I forgot. I actually have to do the layering here. Top 1. There we go. So that should be below everything. And you can kind of see how that's going to work, right? But of course, this looks kind of dreadful without having the glow on it, right? And you can kind of see that layering start to work a bit there, right? So what I want to do now is go ahead and select these, put them onto a new group. So I guess group 2. And group 2 is going to use, I guess, same as this, but I want the opacity to be like maybe 0.25. And you can just see how it separates the layers really, really nicely, but it's not nearly as visible, right? And so I think I want to do that, but for just like all of it. Yeah, so it just adds a little bit of shading to it. Yeah, shading, that's what I'm trying to go for here. So that's a first little like slight bit of design. Obviously this is very not designed and it's got a lot of room for improvement, but I think what I want to do here is maybe try and add a few more of these slits. That's kind of cool. So obviously this still doesn't look amazing. So what I want to try and do next is maybe start to use some of the 3D lines here. Color 1, that's way, way, way darker. I don't want it to be that dark. So maybe I'll just put color 2 and then decrease the brightness by maybe that much. Yeah, I think that kind of works. Man, this is not easy. This is kind of difficult. I'm not going to lie. What if I go ahead and try to use one of these objects here? And then I'll do that with color 2, like so. Get rid of these two here and put this as color 5, and then I can go ahead and put another slope there, and I can chuck another slope here, paste the values there, and then that hopefully should, you know what, yeah, that helps a lot. That makes it look a lot nicer, to be completely honest. Yeah, I do like that. Although these down the bottom, these little extra shadowy bits, yeah, they really don't work now. Okay, that kind of works. You know what, that kind of works. Obviously we need a little bit more design in here, so what I might do, let me experiment with something real quick. Yeah, okay, I think this design is starting to come together. Maybe if I just add one more thing in this middle bit here, or maybe not, I don't know, but I'm gonna try and add something. That's interesting. I was originally gonna shift this up a little bit and like scale it down. Oh, I did not think about rotating it. Like I was gonna do that, which kind of works, but I kind of like it when it was just kind of sitting there, right? I think one final touch I'm gonna do is I'm going to select this guy here. I'm gonna copy paste it, paste the state, which should be, yeah, for this here, and I will shift this into place about here, like that. Yeah, I think that kind of works. I like that. All right, cool. So I think what I want to do now is I'm going to go onto this layer, which is just the layer with, nope, not that layer, this layer. Yep, which just has that glow there. And this is going to be my layer glow layer. Layer glow layer? And what I'm going to try and do here is set up a bunch of glow like so. And I'm going to get this going like that. So you can see we have this bit of glow, and I'm just going to go back to, where is it? The layer with the shading glow. I'm going to select one bit of it, copy the values, and go back to this layer, and then I can start pasting the values in place. Just copy the values of that now, and I just need to go around and I guess start adding all the layer glow in, right? Let's turn preview mode back on and let's see all of our hard work, and it looks like nothing. Kind of expected that, to be completely honest, but what I want to do is I might try to make it a little bit more obvious. So I'm going to put these on B1, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it slightly, quite a bit less bright, so maybe like to 0.60 type thing. And you can see that actually is quite noticeable now. You can like really see it. It's hard to tell the difference, but you can, and it just creates a little bit of a shadow which separates this structure from the background a lot nicer, right? And as you can see, this glow kind of helps to separate this from the background bit there. And what I might even do is select all of the glow in here and make it a little bit more noticeable. So I'm going to add it to group 3 and put that on maybe 0.5 opacity. Let's try that. Yeah, so as you can see, that's way more noticeable, and I think that's probably better. So now that we've done that, we could go ahead and try to add in these different like structures in the background here. But I think what I want to do is probably start to decorate some more of these blocks, at least until the rotating object. So like maybe these 3 structures here. So I'm going to try and start doing that, and yeah, let's see how we go with that. Alright, and ta-da! There we go. So that is the first 4 structures done. Man, that actually looks really cool when you like upscale it to a bigger area, I guess you could say. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this has turned out so far, actually. I really like this. There is one thing I've kind of forgotten though, and that is to add in these things here. So I'm going to copy the values of that. Let's go into normal mode and let's take a look at what this looks like so far. Pretty cool. Basically the same as in the editor, which is fine. What I have just realized is I haven't actually colored the ground yet. That creates a more closed off feel as well, I feel like, which is kind of cool. Alright, and I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off here. Yeah, I did have a little bit more recording where I tried to do some background effects, but I've decided that the video is getting kind of long already. I've already delayed this by one day. I wanted to release it yesterday, but yeah, that didn't happen. So yeah, I think I'm just going to cut this one off here. I really want to do a part 2 to this, and I kind of want to continue this level because I've been really enjoying building this actually. You know, I did all of this in like one session, sitting down for like multiple hours just building this level, which I haven't done in a very long time. And maybe making modern levels was a calling I never knew I had, but I don't know, I'm sure a lot of people will criticize it in the comments. Which of course, I am open to constructive criticism, but I'm just kind of doing this for fun and just kind of going with what I think I should do, and I've been really enjoying it. Yeah, I don't know, it's been a lot of fun. But anyway, I think I'm going to end this video off here. Really hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for all of the recent support on the channel. As always, we're getting very close to 15,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.